Since 1907, Bell+Howell has been innovating. They have been lighting up our life. Look at this. Whether it's a walkway, it's the stairs, it's around the pool, it's in the landscaping. Light, it is the easiest, fastest, and the most profound way to make a change to the outside. For the first time ever, Bell+Howell has brought us their solar lights. Solar, meaning no wiring, no batteries, no timers. It is free. These are gonna light up your life, but look at this. Solar light on the top, solar light on the sides, and you decide, do I want it in the crisp, clean, beautiful white, or you want to get a little funky town? We've got color changing for the first time. I will also tell you this is the last Lawn and Garden Today special we are doing for 2024. This is it. You are getting eight of the solar lights today. Each one of the lights has 14 LEDs. You're gonna pick the color of the actual solar light. So we have it in this gorgeous brown. We have it in a white. We also have it available in a hunter green. We have it available in the gray and in the black. So pick your color, whichever color you get. They're all 8 gonna come in that. This should be about a 1,600 left in the white. The white seems to be my most popular and my most limited. This is about a $70 set that you can get as our best value for $39.99. Lou Caputo, who has been looking at lights, talking about lights.
Good morning.
For over 30 years.
Over 35.
Over 35 years. But this is a first for you.
This
first
is a
for
first.
You, first for Bell+Howell,
Yeah.
first today's special.
It's exciting.
Funky Town.
Funky Town.
I like it.
like these. Well, and so here's the thing. So we started out with just the white lights, right?
Yes.
Okay, and back in the day, they only had four LEDs.
Yes.
So we've increased the LEDs. We did that. Then we said, you know what, wouldn't it be cool if not just lights on top, but lights on the side? So then we started making them with the windows on the side. We've only had one other light that had the windows on the side, and this was several years ago. Then we said, wait a minute, what if we put the colors in there and gave them the color morphing ability, which is what these lights do. And here we are, it's the culmination of 116 years of experience that Bell+Howell has had. I want you to notice something too, and this is kind of interesting, okay? When you look at the light there and you see that there are the 14.
Yep.
Or, 14 total on here, but 10 on the top right there. There's a switch on the back of this, and as long as we're here, I'm just gonna give you the quick tour. There's a switch on the back of this. When I flick that switch back and forth, it's actually gonna change between the white lights and the color changing lights, and all I'm doing is just moving that switch back and forth. So you can make that choice there when you put these up, and something that you can do as you're going along as well. You see there's 4 holes around the sides of it. That's for the stakes that are gonna come with this. You get a stake with each and every one of these, so you can stake them on the ground. Yes, you can lay them flat on their backs as well, but then in the middle, that's what we call the keyhole, and that's where you can hang it on a nail or on a screw or any place that you want to. So these are incredibly versatile lights that you're gonna be getting right now. But I want you to notice when I hold this here, and actually if you guys go back to the wider shot of me, I just wanna show you something. Look at my arm. With this arm here. I'm confusing which arm it is. These lights are so bright. We actually have lights on in the studio. You can see that my arm is glowing out here, okay? Tina, that's a lot. What are you doing back there?
I'm enjoying the lights.
She's enjoying, let's go back and enjoy the lights with
Can I tell
Tina.
you, I came back here,
Yes?
this just seems nice and serene.
Isn't it nice and
comfortable?
calm?
We got a couple out here on the table.
I may fall asleep.
Right? It's got, we can have like our little snacks out here. We can have drinks.
I was told there would be snacks.
Oh, I ate them all before you got here,
Nice.
which is a real party at my house. I'm like, oh, are you supposed to eat these? Look out by the fireplace. We have them in the color changing.
See, that's the coolest thing right there.
But also, if I have 8, I
Yeah.
can decide to do 4 color changing.
Anywhere you want.
I could do 4 in the
Absolutely.
white, mix match different parts of my home.
Yeah.
But look over there when you put them in the planners.
Okay, back here, let's walk back there.
Let's go back
Come
there.
on, we're gonna go back
it's
here.
So gorgeous.
Well, just because they're hidden all over the place back here. And that's the thing about these, is there's so many things that you can do with
Look
them.
at
Most people
this.
think solar lights and they're like, oh, I just gotta put them around my driveway, I just gotta put them around my pathway. No, with the Bell+Howell disc lights, you could put them anywhere you want, literally. Okay, this is magic right back here. Inside these bushes, because these were a little blah, but now they're
Yeah.
pretty cool.
We don't want them blah.
No.
We want
don't
them
like
funky
blah.
town. Look at this.
Look at that, isn't that cool?
I
love
love
it.
the way the color changing is like morphing.
Yes.
It's not like jerky, red.
No. 14
like
colors, and it
morph.
very slowly goes from one color to the other, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And because these are up lights, so you notice how all the bushes there are all having this light go up and just penetrate all the way through the leaves. And then the side lights are going out to the sides and just spreading that light all over the place. There's 2 up there on the wall.
Oh,
How about
there is
that?
some up there.
Yeah. You can put them on top of things. So I love that. Lay them
Steve, am
flat
I
on the
making
back.
this very difficult because I'm like gawking at everything? I didn't even notice those up there.
Yep, right
Look
there.
how pretty that is.
So those are beautiful.
And then look at all the little planters.
Yeah, all the planters down here. Actually, we had some on the floor here. I don't know where those went, but you could see here that those inside the bushes look absolutely amazing. That's the thing about these. But Tina, one of my favorite ones is the one right here in front of me.
Do you know what? The first time I ever heard this was you.
Yeah.
Like, probably like 7 years ago, I remember you saying we used them as coasters.
As a coaster, yeah.
And I was like, Lou is a great hostess with the mostest. Do you know what I mean?
That's right. Well, my wife Kelly is.
Is she the person that does
She's
the person that does that?
yeah.
This is such a great idea.
Yeah.
Look at this.
No, it is. And I love it because it's going to constantly change. So it's just like the party just keeps going on and on. And you know, you could use these as we have them here as coasters, or let's say you're having a big party, you've got a lot of tables set up. These are making an amazing centerpiece. Like if you put a vase on top of these with like some glass beads and stuff like that in there. See, you could tell I'm married to a crafter because I know all, like I can just like throw this jargon out there now. It's like, yeah, you put in some glass beads.
You put them in there and it's all decorative.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus you're getting 8, so really you could put a few in the planters.
Yeah,
you
look
could
at
still
this.
you could still use some for coasters. You could remember laying them flat, hanging them, staking them, and the fact that you're getting 8, you can really play. I love over here by the
mailbox and all that. Yeah. Now, so this is, if you want to talk about different ways to use these, okay? You know, if you live on a dark road, Suzanne and I were talking last night, and she had some friends that lived in a house on a dark road with no streetlights, and she knew exactly where the house was during the daytime, but at night she would drive by it.
Yeah.
Because you can't see it, right? So if you just put some of the disc lights out there, stick them to the side of your mailbox. You can use double stick tape. You can do, again, you can hang these on a nail or a screw. You could do that. Put them around the bottom, and this light is bright. I mean, you can see my hands are lit. And again, we have lights on in the studio slightly, and you can see right there that the light is actually hitting my hands and actually illuminate them. And they're a decent distance above that. Okay, so you could see that it's doing that right there. There you guys are. See that? I mean, so you got a lot of light there. So that's one application. The other application is this. People buy them for ambiance and for beauty and for fun, but then people also buy them because they want to, look at that. Hey, now you can really see it when we bring the lights down a little bit more. And they're bright. I mean, it's lighting up the bottom of this, the whole thing here. But people buy these for the ambiance and for the beauty, but then they also buy it for safety and security, okay? Safety on the stairs right here, okay? Because you don't want people tripping, on your stairs, especially if you got a big backyard and it's hard to see when you're out there. But and security, of course, is like nobody's going to the house with the lights on. Right. We love that. But here's the thing about this one, okay? So we got the business side right here in the front, and Tina?
Yep.
It's like the mullet of lights. Take a look at this. Party in the back right there. Take a look at that. So you can have both, and if you have enough of these lights, you can absolutely 100% go just hog wild with these and do whatever you want with them.
Okay, I want to remind you, 8. You're getting 8 of them. You can pick, do I want them in the white? So this will just stay in a solid white if you just want something crisp, clean, and white. Right.
Well, to be clear, they all do white and color changing.
Yes.
Because the way you said that, I was like,
you get to choose, not choose in the light, but when you get it home, you're deciding on the flip of the switch in the back, do I want it in the white or do I want it in the color morphing, right? All 8 do both, right? Right. The light is on top, the light is also on the side, and it's solar, which means you do not have to wire anything to it, you don't have to do batteries, you don't have to stick a timer on it. The sun is free, the sun charges them up, and then it clicks on and you're ready to go. Right. 8 of them. The color that you're picking when you go in to make this purchase is the actual color of the solar disc, right? Right. So the 14 different colors, that's gonna come regardless. So you're gonna get all 8 in a white, which is almost closest to our sellout. Yep. If you want it in the white. We also have it in the black. We have it in a gray. That hunter green, is that new?
In this light it is, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, in this one, yeah.
And then we also have it available in the gray. And brown.
And brown.
Brown, usually we do bronze. I like that you guys did this brown.
So here's why, so in these lights, this is why we did these colors. So let's say that you've got mulch in front of your house and you want these to blend in, you're gonna go with that one. Let's say you've got a PVC fence, okay? Go with the white one. You put it on the PVC fence, it's gonna disappear. The hunter green, it's no brainer. If you're gonna put them in the grass, maybe you wanna do that because you want them to blend in. The gray if you've got crushed shell or anything like that, that's perfect for that. And then the black one, there's a lot of people out there with black fences, black trim, that sort of thing. So you can put those on there because literally these really do disappear kind of during the daytime because they are flush to the ground. They're going to be flush to your grass, even if you put them on the stakes. And to your point, the installation is almost non-existent, meaning there's no wiring, there's no hiring, there's no electricians. You put these anywhere you want, where you want, when you want. See, and this is the cool thing about these, okay? Because we always talk about how the disc lights are up lights, which means that light's going to go up in anything above it, a tree, it could be a statuary, it could be architectural features on the house. Those are all going to be lit, whereas your normal solar lights are down lights. And they give you a little tiny circle of light on the ground so you'll know exactly what your grass or your pavement looks like, which is lovely. You know what I mean? You know that. Now, what's cool about these is we've got the side windows with 4 extra LEDs in there, so you're kind of getting the best of both worlds.
Love that.
The light's coming straight out. Now it says which one? You want to put them on the walls? Yeah. I think that the fact that you can use these vertically is one of the coolest things about these.
I love that color changing out by the pole, the way we saw it in that video. Kind of, you know, people are there, you guys are having a good time. You've got like, you know, the color morphing going on, and that's 14 different colors as just kind of rotate through there. And it's soft and gentle. It's not like, again, a jerky, you know, you won't even notice it. All of a sudden it'll be green.
No, it just flows.
Blue.
And that's the thing about it. It's like you said, it's not jerky, it's not frenetic, it's just very smooth and soothing. You're gonna find yourself sitting outside at night looking at these.
That's what I was saying.
And just like really just your stress is just gonna start to disappear.
So I felt like we went back there and I was like, this just seems really nice. So remember, because you get 8, if you want to
sit down again.
Look, it's Monday.
Oh, I feel that. All day long I feel that.
It's Monday. But if you want 2 in the white, just click in the back. I want them to be on the white. If you're like, okay, I want to do 2 more in a color changing, you can do that.
There you go.
You are in charge. If you buy multiples of these, I said at the very beginning of this presentation, Lou, I said the biggest bang of a front yard, a backyard, lighting, right? Thousands of dollars don't do in you know, painting the house, you know, landscaping, digging dirt up, lighting is the easiest way to do it.
So you can spend all day digging up the front yard, putting in plants, doing all this stuff, but when the sun goes down at night, it's all for naught. I mean, nobody can see it, okay? But the lights, they bring it back to life. I've seen people toiling in their front yards, making just a beautiful display. Beautiful. And then at night you drive by and it's a black hole because they don't have any lights out there. This is the easiest way to get that effect, to get that out there. What's amazing to me, and I hope this is coming across to everybody at home, is how bright these lights are. Because when you see them in here and you see them reflecting in there, that's what it's going to look like at your house. So, I mean, it gets this glow that is just remarkable. And I've never seen it with any of our disc lights before that to this extent.
Even if you lived in a townhome, a condo, you got a potted plant, you got a patio with a nice little ledge that's on, you can kind of place them on there. This isn't one of those where you have to have a big yard, you have to have a pool, you have to have anything. If you just want a little bit of ambiance, a little bit of color, a little distinction to your home. And I'll tell you, I walk the dog every night and I'm looking at everybody's you know, yards, their lighting. I get back to my husband and I was like, oh, they got some cool lights over in their house. It just is an eye catcher. It really ups the, you know, the look of your home. And Lou has been here. We've talked about solar lights where they're only white. Only white. We've talked about solar lights that are only color changing. We've talked about solar lights that only have uplighting. This is really all of it in one.
Everything together in one.
In one. And I love their solar because I don't have to think about them.
No, and see, that's the thing, okay? So as I'm getting older here, you know, as I'm going through my 35th year here. Actually, I'm going through like 36 or 37 at this point.
Really?
Yeah. No, I've been here a minute. A minute. So, but as that's happening, one of the things I'm noticing is like, I don't like to work with things that have tiny little numbers and letters on them anymore. So meaning like, if you've got low voltage lighting, you know exactly what I'm talking about because they have these timers and you've got to set the timer. And then when the time changes, meaning we go from like daylight savings to not and all that, then you've got to change it again. And it's too much, okay? These are self-regulating. The sun does everything for you. The sun charges them, the sun turns them on, the sun turns them off. There's nothing I have to do and I love it. Just choose white or color. That's what I'm gonna do.
Listen, I have said this, I'll say it forever. I am the most functional, lazy person you'll ever meet, right?
I like that.
I just want to get something, it does what I want it to do, but I don't have to think about it. I just get all the accolades. People are like, your yard looked great, your pool looked great. This over here, where we have it, again, hang it, stake it, lay it do nothing, just lay it down.
So many choices with that. No, yeah, and that's the thing. And you can be creative with it. You know, like we were talking about, my wife Kelly was like, make centerpieces with it, use it as coasters. All these different things that you can do with it. Oh, speaking of which, so if I wanted to use it as a coaster, ba-bam, just like that. There we go.
Ba-bam.
Yeah, and how pretty is that when you're sitting outside? You know, full disclosure, when Kelly and I are sitting in the backyard at night at our place, we have disc lights on every piece of furniture. Just because I don't like having overhead lighting. I feel like that's a little too much, it's a little too harsh. So I like to have the nice soft light. And now that we have the color changing mode, it's even more, you know, relaxing and just more fun to be able to have these out there. And the side lights on these are great because when they're sitting on a tabletop, it's not just lighting up, it's lighting out to all the sides and all over the place, which I absolutely, you know, love about these. But they're fun.
I'll tell you, you and the Bell+Howell team really put a winner together. We've just crossed over 6,000 sold since midnight last night.
Okay.
I think it's because for $13. It's $13 on a flex pay, and you're getting 8 lights. If you put 4 by the front door, 4 out by the garden. Think about your yard right now. Do you got a potted plant? Do you got a porch? Do you got a patio? Do you have landscaping? Do you have a walkway? It could go anywhere. And my renters, take them with you.
Yes.
Put them out. When you're done renting from there, you take them to the next place. Nothing is hardwired and movable by mood, date, change.
Whatever you want to do. RVers love these too. You can take them. My wife Kelly and I have gone on RV trips. We've taken disc lights with us and decorated our campsite, and people just walk by and they're like, how did you do that, you know? It's real simple. And I'm going to tell you right now, to your point about the $13, right? You can go out and you can spend a bunch of money and get, you know, a bunch of these little down lights like this made out of this weird mystery metal with one little tiny light in there. And they're kind of okay, but every time you walk by somebody's house, are they straight like this or are they like this? Every time, you know what I mean? And that would drive me absolutely insane. You trip on these, you can't put them this way. When you've got your disc lights, when you've got your disc lights out there, you can mount them this way. You can put them flat on their back. You can put them on top of the stakes. So many ways you can use these. And you know what? At the end of the day, this is like getting 2 sets of lights in one. Because if I don't want the color, I just flick a switch on the back. Now I got white lights. I mean, I love that about these. They're so versatile. Look at that. And bright, my gosh.
Whether it's by what's going on in your life, whether some are white in the front, some are color changing in the back. I would grab a couple of sets on these. When we say these are about an 8-pack of this kind of level of solar lights is about $70. You're getting it as our best value of the day, which is $39.99, $13 on a flex pay. New, exclusive. It is our last today special that will do anything in the lawn and garden. Genre for the entire year, but this is the time where you're spending time. Gray, all 8 in the gray. White, very popular, very limited in my white.
Love the white.
Brown, like you were saying, in your mulch, your landscaping. Totally. That hunter green in the grass, in the foliage that you have. You're gonna get all 8 in the color that you choose, and then once you get them home, each individual light, decide color changing or white at any given moment.
It's so easy to do, and again, you're not paying an electrician, you're not breaking your back to put these out there. Take them with you when you move. So many reasons to buy these today.
And I'll tell you, the last time I checked, until the sun realizes it can charge me, they don't have like a Venmo
or it's coming.
Let the sun charge it up for free.
Yeah, I'm with you.
When are you back on?
Next hour.
Next hour?
Next hour.
I can still see your blue eyes, even with the solar lights.
Here, wait.
Thank you, Lou.
You're welcome.
Everybody loves Lou in there. Oh, look.
And I
love when Lou talks about his family. He's so down to earth from Donna.
Oh, thanks, Donna.
See?
That's nice.
We're coming over here because it's game time. Grab your today's special. We're going to do the game, but the person I'm playing the game with also brought me an incredible deal. I want you to